Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the 2019 Prairie Dog Open. This is the final round coverage, back 9. So we are finishing up here. This tournament is brought to you by Hyzerbomb Discs, the Hilton Garden Inn, Madigan's Lawn Care and Landscaping, the Lawton Fort Sill and Convention Visitors Bureau, Great Plains Technology Center, Perkins Communications, and the Lawton Disc Golf Club. So the front 9, we had Coda Hatfield take an 8 to finish off, leaving himself with a 6-stroke cushion going into this back 9, which I'm sure he's still not too worried about with how attackable this back 9 is. But we've got Emerson Keith sitting at 19 under par, Alex Savage sitting at 17, and then we got Dillon Vallance sitting at 13. So going straight into it, hole 10, this is a par 3, 258 feet. The only danger is going to be the pond on the left that plays OB, and there is OB behind the basket and to the right as well. So, basket's right there in front of you. This is a must-get for these guys.
Yeah, this is definitely the easiest hole out here by far. And I haven't really seen anyone go OB left. We saw Emerson go OB road, which is very uncharacteristic for him, but he nailed the super long par save putt. So
yeah,
should be all birdies here.
Yep. Got 2 right there within 8 feet.
Yeah, and Emerson tried to go with kind of like a flat to Hyzer shot with the harp whenever he went OB, but he made the adjustment second round by going with this route, and looks like it worked again.
Yep. So far, we just got a bunch of tap-ins, as expected from our lead card.
Okay. Let's say stop rolling.
Alex, the furthest out at about 25 feet. Nails the putt, moving him to 18 under par.
Yeah, 4 down through the round. See if he can keep that up. Yeah, and Coda's putting this tournament has just been so
consistent,
predictable, consistent. Yeah, it's just been really, really nice to watch.
Yeah. That's what it takes to have... at one point he had 11 strokes on second place.
Yeah, that's a massive win.
That's what happens when your putting's on. And you just so happen to be really good at disc golf as well.
Like everything else is decent as well, yeah.
Yeah. Hole 11, this is a par 5. It is 891 feet, so it is the longest hole on the course. There is a Mando, this flagpole, big and white on the right side, so you do want to stay on this left side. The more left you get, you can kind of take a more flex route and maybe give yourself an eagle look. So just 2 bomb shots and maybe 3, depending on how far you throw.
Yeah, we saw Emerson and Coda both have looks for eagle in this one. I think, did Coda actually hit his eagle?
Yeah,
he did.
He did.
Yeah, and Emerson missed it. So hopefully they can both get up there again, and possibly Alex and Dillon as well.
Alex is in a decent position there. He's on that left side. Here's Dillon breaking out that Ballista Pro, getting the height on it this time.
I mean, I feel like that thing has like the perfect amount of turn every single time he throws it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he's definitely got that disc down. There's Emerson. He's been throwing a defender here off the tee and just getting it out there on a nice hyzer angle, and that's going to be in a great spot.
Seems like a lot of hyzer.
Yeah, but it still works out. He definitely didn't get the same distance as he did second round.
Yeah, not even close.
But this is still pretty attackable for Coda. He's got the distance, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's going to be pitched off on the left side. Still, I think, open enough for
easy birdie.
Yeah, pretty easy birdie there.
Yeah.
2, 1, 3.
This looks like a destroyer for Alex. Looks like a nice, safe shot to me.
Yep. Not too much distance, and he'll leave himself with about 180-foot upshot.
Dillon's going to break it out again. Is he coming back?
It looks like it is, and
It's got the
it's
distance
staying
you wanted,
safe.
just not. It's just a little bit more right than
Yeah.
he'd like.
barely stayed safe. That
Yeah.
orange line, he was out for a second, then hopped back over,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll have an easy birdie from there. This is Emerson.
Crazy run up.
Gonna try and set himself up for eagle. Oh, yeah.
That's looking so good.
This
Get there.
is fantastic.
Wow.
And, yeah, he's going to have about a circle's edge look for eagle.
Yeah.
Really nice shot from Emerson.
Easy up there.
Yep.
Yeah, and it was starting to get pretty toasty around this time of this round.
Yeah, it was.
I remember that. We were just, every bit of shade there was, we were all just camping under it between holes.
Yeah, we definitely lucked out with the rain second round,
Oh, for
really.
sure.
Because, I mean, the forecast was over 100 degrees. I mean,
Yeah.
we're looking at 101, 102 degrees for the round. So it's kind of a blessing in disguise that it rained. Emerson unable to connect for the eagle.
Oh, what?
Oh, that's an uncharacteristic miss from Dillon.
Yeah, sometimes from that close of range, you just kind of like, you don't do your normal putting like routine.
Yeah.
Even like your arm
You're-
speed's different sometimes. So you just kind of try to flick it in, and that happens oftentimes.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, I'm right here. I'll just make it in.
Right?
And then you end up opening your wrist too soon or too late
Yep.
or something. And you're just like, well, that was
I mean, I don't know about you guys,
incredibly
but
frustrating.
I definitely don't practice 5-foot putts, you know,
No.
so I don't have that muscle memory.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously they usually go in, but
yeah.
occasionally that happens.
That is definitely one of the most frustrating things in disc golf, though.
By
Especially
far.
during a sanctioned round when you miss like a 5-footer.
Yeah,
You're just like, why?
I agree.
That should never happen. Hole 12, this is a par 3. It's 390 feet. It is a blind shot off the tee. You're throwing over a little kind of inlet of the pond. We've seen Alex throw this big forehand hyzer all 3 rounds, and then we also see a bunch of players going for a big flex shot over the top as well.
Yeah, I feel like Alex has landed there about all 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Seems like he's been a little bit short right, which isn't a bad thing. I mean,
Yeah.
it's really hard to get all the way up there.
Yeah, especially throwing it that high.
We did see Billy almost ace it, though, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah. And Emerson is going to be right there at about just probably 45 feet, a little bit outside the circle. And Coda, as long as this keeps turning. Oh, yeah. That's coming
Wow.
back nicely. And he's going to be right there down
Halfway
the hill.
up the hill, probably, yeah.
Yeah. He'll be left with about 35 feet from there. Dillon throwing that Ballista Pro again. That one didn't
Yeah.
quite flex over.
I think it
as
might have been
much
a
as
little
it
bit,
had.
a little bit too much nose up there.
Yeah. And this is Alex for his 2, and
Yeah, it's shank job there.
yeah, just a misrelease. He'll be able to tap in for the par though. Dillon not happy with that putt and right out of the hand. This is Coda for his 2.
Oh, that hit like one chain, I swear.
And that is a great putt from Coda.
Yeah, those are the ones that don't sound pretty, but it's pretty nice whenever you mark down 2 on that scorecard.
Exactly.
Alex is liking it from the
Oh, yeah.
background there.
He's the cheer man.
Right. The hype man.
Yeah, or the hype man. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Cheer man.
And that one looked pretty good, but just a little bit high. Couldn't quite stick.
Dillon saves par. This is Alex to save par as well. And Emerson saving par as well. Coda taking the lone birdie.
Yeah.
And those guys can't afford
No.
Coda to be the guy
No.
taking the lone birdie there. Hole 13, this is a par 3. It's 288 feet. It is very downhill, but very easy. Most of these guys are just going to be throwing a sharp hyzer angle and just try and land somewhere near the basket. You don't want to take too much of a skip because we did see Emerson and Billy go into the trees to the left.
Yeah.
And that's really the only danger on this hole.
Coda over there tapping it around the pole. That should be a CTP. Yeah, think that stayed out enough to where you'll be having a pretty clean putt. Emerson going forehand.
And that is very short. I think he's outside the circle there. Just didn't quite put enough on it.
Yeah, I think he might have taken that shot just to kind of take away the skip towards those trees.
Yeah.
That happened last round.
Yeah, because he ended up taking a bogey last round.
Right.
So.
And here he is from about, I say 35 maybe?
Yeah. Just outside the circle. He is needing this.
Yeah, just didn't
just
quite
a little
commit
bit
to
too
it.
low. He's definitely not happy about that. He's just going to go ahead and tap out. He'll stay at 21 under par, and this is going to be Alex to move within one stroke of Emerson for second place.
Very nice.
And that'll work.
I'm curious what his inside the circle percentage is this tournament. It's got to be like 85 or better.
Yeah, it's got to be pretty good, for sure. Dillon with a nice birdie, moving to 15 under par, and Coda just dropping in the birdie, moving to 29 under par.
That's so salty.
Back to 29. Hole 14, this is a par 3. It's 342 feet, very uphill. There is a Mando to the right that prevents you from throwing over the path on the right side, so most of these guys are just going to be throwing a either flex forehand up the middle or a forehand hyzer up the left side. We have seen Coda throw the roller on the second round perfectly, and this is looking equally as beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know how he had that much trust in that shot, but he has it, and it's pretty
awesome.
Beautiful sight to see.
Yeah, so much fun to watch. Here's Alex.
And he hasn't really thrown this shot well, really at all, this whole
No.
tournament, and it seems like such a perfect hole for him.
Yeah, I mean he's been a forehand dominant player. He's been working on the backhand more, and his backhand is
like caught
coming
up
along
now.
really nicely. Yeah,
it's like caught up to his forehand.
It's very surprising not to see him put it closer on this hole.
We saw Emerson go up the middle last round with this forehand. See if he does the same.
And this is looking ideal. Get a nice
yeah.
little skip up, and he should be able to make the birdie from there.
Yeah, and that's how you bounce back from that missed opportunity last hole, which should have been basically a gimme birdie, just because that's how close it is.
Alex holding the position.
Giving us the little point.
A little
Like, hey, don't say anything bad about that in the commentary. Oh, okay.
little statue of Putter D. I don't know what I was trying to do there.
I like it. Just Emerson for birdie. 9 down for the round. That's such a good round.
Yeah,
so
that's
far.
solid.
Yeah.
Could have been a lot better though.
I know, which
if
is
it
crazy.
wasn't for that 6. I mean, he was chasing like 15 or 16 under par.
I mean, it was in the back of Coda's mind, even though he still had some strokes to deal with.
Yeah.
I mean,
with Coda or with Emerson as hot as he was in that start, Coda was he was thinking about that.
exactly. Yeah, the way he was playing, you did not think that was going to slow down at all, but unfortunately it did. And there's Alex just doing Alex things. Gotta love it.
Hole 15, this is a par 3. It is 333 feet. It is downhill. Most of these guys are going to be going with a forehand hyzer on the left side. We have also seen Coda and Emerson go with a soft turnover with a mid-ranger putter. And, yeah, pretty easy hole here.
Looks like he might be throwing a gatekeeper. And on this shot, you really just need to have the turn to stay turning, basically.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of people try to throw this shot, and it just slowly kind of fades out and ends up way left of the basket.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Coda's going to be just about circle's edge.
Yeah,
on his
farther
shot.
than he wants, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And
Get off that branch.
Emerson has
Okay.
thrown this one a little right. That needs to get back. And that has kind of fluttered. He's going to be about 45 feet. Hopefully not too far behind that tree. Alex?
Again.
Yeah.
Seems like he's throwing it way too high, and ends up short right every time.
Yeah, he's just been having issues sawing this one off all
Yeah.
3 rounds. This looks like a nice adjustment from Dillon, though.
Oh, he turned it too much.
Oh, yeah. Found that tree, and he's going to be right next to Coda. About circle's edge.
Here's Alex for 2.
Oh. Not quite enough stability on the putter for that angle that he had it on. This is Emerson for his 2. And just a little bit am side. He'll be tapping in for the 3.
Man, no one's
No one?
connecting so far.
Yeah. Come on, Dillon.
Break the trend.
Oh,
No,
wow.
that was coming out.
That was, yeah.
That last chain just kind of wrapped around.
Literally.
And held it in, yeah.
That's that Texas boy love. That chain wrangled that disc up.
Yep. That was so dumb.
And everyone else tapping for par. Hole 16, this is a par 3. It's 318 feet. Only danger here is going to be the road that lines all along the left side. This hole is pretty much just a CTP competition for these guys. Like I said, second round. Standard hyzer, and I expect all these guys to be inside the circle.
Yeah, there is like a little bit of a sneaky OB behind the basket that Emerson found it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is another danger that you have to be aware of. It's a little overflow drain.
Yeah.
And they have that kind of squared off as out of bounds, which I found kind of strange.
It might have been like a safety issue. That's usually what it is, but
yeah.
I don't really know.
Yeah. Coda executing this hole perfectly all 3 rounds, I guess. He
Yeah.
had to have gotten hit with that 14
crazy
down on that
right.
first round.
Yeah, that was his Explorer. He usually puts it right next to the basket. Emerson making a nice adjustment from second round. Looks like Alex is going Firebird, and that was...
Almost bounced in the basket.
Yeah.
He's had a couple of those this round.
Yeah, just a little bit right. At least he's not missing low like we've seen in the past.
Dillon taps in for the par. Coda tapping in birdie. And we will have Alex and Emerson doing the same thing. Emerson's holding that 2-stroke lead for outright second over Alex. And I don't think there's anyone else close.
No.
In the cards behind. Hole 17, this is a par 3, 468 feet. This one carries fairly downhill as well. There is a forehand flex line up the middle, but most of these guys are going to be taking the kind of flip up to flat to hyzer on the right side, around the tree on the right side. Last round we saw Coda just slip straight on the mud.
Yeah.
And
It might have been the worst grip lock I've ever seen in my entire life, and I think he would agree with that.
yeah, it was a Richard moment.
It was. I'm sure if you're a disc golf fan, you've seen that video.
Everybody
for a fact.
knows.
Yeah. And Emerson's done the shot really well all rounds.
Yeah, he's gotten that one flat, slight bit of turnover, and he is absolutely
Oh my
parked.
gosh, that's the best one we've seen from him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really have to get the height to get all the way up there like that.
Yeah. Alex is taking the right side.
Yeah, it's just hard to swing it left enough, but that's
Yeah.
definitely a great shot still.
Oh, yeah. And here is Dillon. Is that Ballista Pro?
Yeah, it looks like it.
He's going with a little bit more of a hyzer flip line there.
And that thing is so flippy.
Yeah.
That's going to be right there, yeah.
Yeah, he's up the hill, a little bit deep. He's going to be about 70 feet right. And Coda will be most likely taking a 3 there. Dillon just a little bit right side.
Oh, that was on line, too. Just a little bit short. Emerson still has not putt yet.
No, I mean, he's 5 feet from the basket, so.
It's so impressive.
Coda saving par. He'll stay at 31. Emerson taking the lone 2, moving him to 24 under par, and he's got a 3-stroke cushion going into the last hole for outright second. So he's pretty much got second place locked in. Hole 18, this is a par 3. It's 318 feet, very uphill. As I mentioned last round, these rocks do play a little dangerous on this hole because if you hit it, you can catch edge and roll straight back out of bounds. There is a drop zone as well and a little pond behind the basket, so you do want to be careful on overthrowing this as well.
Yeah, here's that stiletto from Emerson.
Just flexing it out there and kind of stalling it to the left. And
oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it got all the way up there.
Really close. And that actually went in front of the basket. I thought it went behind the basket when we were there.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it was literally like inches from acing.
Right.
I mean, it still was because
yeah,
it was right in front. But
Coda's going to be about 20 feet short. Yeah, we haven't actually seen anyone hit out those rocks yet, I don't think. But
no.
Surely it happens pretty often.
Yeah, it's definitely a danger that's there.
Yeah. This is such a cool finishing hole for this park.
And Dillon's going to be in a nice position. He'll be right behind that rock.
I guess Coda's more like 30 feet out.
Yeah. Here he is. Coda just sealing the deal.
Boom.
Oh, yeah. And he is our winner, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's like win number, 3 or 4 for this year?
Yeah. Yep.
He's killing it.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he's either about to buy an RV or just bought one. So we're going to be seeing him on tour.
Yeah. Super stoked about that.
Oh, yeah. He deserves it, man. He works his butt off.
Yeah. He is a great player. So fun to watch, too. Dillon cleaning up nicely. Finishing up with a birdie. Ending the tournament at 17 under par.
Were you telling him how close it was to an ace? Okay, so I thought.
Yeah. Emerson just tapping in the birdie. Getting outright second. Couldn't quite get the putter going the first couple rounds. So wasn't quite as close to Coda as he would have liked, but still getting that second place finish.
Yeah.
Coda Hatfield just absolutely playing solid golf the entire tournament. Putting off the tee, everything was great. And congrats to Coda for the win of the first annual 2019 Prairie Dog Open.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. You can check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and we'll see you guys for the next tournament.